you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are one of a profession, you got to step down and protect your country. So that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong, and no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their star is there. And these are things that we've got to be stand up to be a patriot. You have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we've got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
I see in the next few months a noisy country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
Mr. President, recently we witnessed the demolition of the CDC headquarters in Commerce Town, which was carried out through a court order. How does the administration ensure that such enforcement action are done fairly and without political interference?
The law is the law. It's not the government. It's the government implementation of the law. The police were ordered to do it, and they did it. Is that demolition is removal of the people from premises that don't belong to them according to the law.
Where will George Weah, who is tempted by Joseph Boakai, who was drowning in his Egypt land, who was dead, very red up, dirty, sting, you could find him passing around, perfectly dead and useless. Why will such a man conduct make you react that you stop the work and then lose God's own mission to take you to the promised land? That was the test of time today for George Weah. If George Weah had reacted, you are falling in the place of Moses.
The Liberian National Police commenced the Congress for Democratic Change, a discipline, calm, and statesmanship demonstrated during the recent eviction process. The respect for the rule of law, despite the deep sentimental value and history attached to the property, reflects a maturity that strengthens Liberia's democracy. This moment is not only a testament to CDC's leadership, but also a reminder to all political institutions and citizens that our democracy grows stronger when lawful decisions are honored peacefully.
Today, you have a rebel police director who thinks that he has arrived, and the worst thing about all these people, they all benefited from the magnanimity of George Weah. Ranging from people on the bench of the Supreme Court that got letters from George Weah. If some of them choose to pay him back with evil, it's up to them. The very Gregory comment today, he worked in the previous administration when Weah came, he also got another letter again. If he chooses to do what he's doing, it's up to him. But one thing I can tell you for sure is this is how Weah had always been molded. That's how God has already molded Weah and catapulted him into success. He will suffer rejection, denigration, humiliation. That has been his life. How can you make somebody who has been down the line their shame? The person has gone through shame. They have gone through disgrace. They have done everything they cared. Whatever people thought they were laughing at them, they surmount everything and catapult themselves into becoming someone who is towering. Now, the whole world can look at today. What more can you do? You think you're bringing that person down? You're just hurting yourself. In fact, what you are doing, you are destroying yourself. You know what it takes for you to pride in yourself of being bad? When people are looking for good image, you are happy in becoming a bad person. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. Would never ever.
This government assigned security to the former president's house. This government is capable of bribing any of its security to plan any evil in the former president's house. This government has done so many things that have questioned the credibility of the president. They have manipulated the law. They have manipulated security. The president has interfered with investigations of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. With investigations of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. No of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. No of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. No of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency.
CDC, get ready for George Weah to come back. But for you to be ready, you want George Weah to come back? You want George Weah to come back? Each and every one of you got to go out in the street and start recruiting. You go in the community where you live and start recruiting. 2029 will be at a polling station. Any attempt to cheat, any attempt to wreck the election, the consequences will be so severe that even those who in power will not be understanding. Any attempt to cheat in 2029, any attempt to cheat in 2029, some of our friends who want to cheat in 2029, the consequences will be severe will not be understanding. This country is a democracy, and the result must be upheld. The person who will win the election will be the person who will take power. Nobody will say you will remain in power.
Anybody break election, will come from the bush. Will come from the bush. So anybody got intention of breaking election, you must stop it. We will take it from here by force. We will have no regret to do it. I got no regret for what I say. Anybody break election, you have the intention to break it, you must stop it. Anybody break election will run and will come from the bush. Will come from the bush. So anybody got intention of breaking election, you must stop it. We will take it from here by force. We will have no regret to do it. I got no regret for what I say. Anybody break election, you have the intention to break. Anybody break election will run and will come from the bush. Will come from the bush. So anybody got intention of breaking election, you must stop it. We will take it from here by force. We will have no regret to do it. I got no regret for what I say. Anybody break election, you have the intention to break it. You must stop it.
CDC, get ready for George Weah to come back. But for you to be ready, you want George Weah to come back? You want George Weah to come back? Each and every one of you got to go out in the street and start recruiting. You go in the community where you live and start recruiting. 2029 will be at a polling station. Any attempt to cheat, any attempt to wreck the election, the consequences will be so severe that even those who in power will not be understanding. Any attempt to cheat in 2029, any attempt to cheat in 2029, some of our friends who want to cheat in 2029, the consequences will be severe will not be understanding. This country is a democracy, and the result must be upheld. The person who will win the election will be the person who will take power. Nobody will say you will remain in power. And I believe that the president, who is my uncle, I know he's a genuine man. I know when he lost the election, he will accept the result.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on coercion or sanitary conditions. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong, and no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their star is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
His Excellency George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
We are grateful that God is with us. He has led us. He's still leading us. He kept watch over us throughout the night and has brought us into this day. And He's with us and is going to lead us into the remaining hours and then get us ready for tomorrow to get the society of His better. It's another day. Thank you all too for coming on. Can appreciate all of you the more. You are so great, so massive, so extraordinary. Quilline Banks, Broville Moulton Corner, Rita, Massachusetts, USA, Fred Pega, 11th Street, Sinker, Ziki, Pecco, Nick Rutan, Philip Kura, Dubai, UAE, Ojuku Davis, Painesville City, ELWA Junction, Charleston, Tengbe, United Nations Drive, PHP Community, Silva, Washington, Brewerville City, Augustine Wizard, Bond County, Augustine Bean, Dupont Row, Emmanuel Queer, Daviding Town, Bond County, Eugene Jobo, Capital Bypass, We Are 2029 Movement, Daniel Ziowe, Phoenix, Arizona, USA, Blaman County, Old Road, Manjebe Son, United Arab Emirates, Moses Suar, things very red lined, Nathan Page, Kakata, Stanley Blind, Minnesota, USA, Salia County, Groville, Patience Wisner, Lynch Street, Usman Saul, Gale Street Business Center, as well as Joan Momalu, Orita Jikla, Jukonti Chine, Gabriel Lawson Iron Factory Business Center, my dear sister Orita Sunday Choir. Good to have you on. Hope that you are faring well as Rita Christine Hayes. Rita Christine Hayes from Massachusetts. And all of you great people. B Chairman himself, always on. Started to remember. Roma Rico, Kenneball, or Latupan, Chairman, Block 18 Intellectual Center, District 18, Iron Factory. Good to have all of you great people on. It's a great day. Morovia, Liberia, the reign of Judah Christopher. 2 dates. 2. Christmas. Universally, the atmosphere is always different, though there is no biblical proof that Jesus was born on Christmas Day, but the tradition, the custom, the pattern, as well as the atmosphere gives you some kind of conviction that it took place around there. It is the only time and month of the year that the atmosphere changes. It's always different, unlike the 11 months before December. Before we get started, the King Support Basket is still on. We are in the season. We told you, drop Kings FM support. Kings FM Christmas, rather, as it is said. Yeah, drop Kings FM Christmas in the basket. Kings FM season. And you can say, my season on you, my Christmas on you. I don't know where you got that thing from. You see, suppose Jesus' birthday. You see, my season on you, meaning that your birthday. So I'm gonna give you something for it. But at Jesus' birthday. Anyway, just to get life going. So yeah, let's say the same. Your drop Kings FM season, yeah? Yeah, the Christmas, you drop it in the basket. You're familiar with the number, except for those who are coming on. Thank you. Let's introduce you to it. King Support Basket. We need your support. We are doing a lot technically. Yes, to be honest with you, we're doing a lot technically. We have ours, and we just need you to compliment us, which is normal. No man is an island. Everybody needs everybody. There isn't a single person in the world who doesn't ask assistance. The richest of riches, the rich of the richest, and the richest, they stay seek assistance. That tells you that everybody, no matter what, needs somebody somewhere, somehow. You think that you have everything, no, within your reach. There is something that you do not have that the next person have, and you will need it. That is the uniqueness of God's creation. That's how God set the world. That's why he said, be of help to each other. One person's insistence is a door opener for you. That's why he meant when he said, never stop doing good. Then he gave the reason. He said, in the fullness of time, you shall reap. Simple biblical principle or simple blessing principle. So you drop in our basket. In the fullness of time, you reap what you have dropped in, because you've done it for a good cause, a worthy cause. And God appreciates that, and he rewards you in return. So drop it. Keep on. You drop our Christmas, you drop our New Year, you drop everything inside. They send with 0777 0555, sir. 0555 0885 885. 0777 017 885. That's the local number. Yeah. Then, yeah, it's 5,000 today. Today is Tuesday. The King's Cash giveaway. Our partners through us giving out 5,000 Liberian dollars. We're in the season. Don't allow me to explain this much. No, I don't think I should lay emphasis on it. You are aware. You know what it is, what it means to just use 50 Liberian dollars, and then you get 5,000. You know exactly. So start playing. Play as many times as you can. Dial star 79 and star 24 hatch. That's all. Betrayal of suspended South Sudan First Vice President Riek Machar has been adjourned to January 5th, 2026, following the conclusion of testimony from the fifth prosecution witness. Riek Machar and 7 co-defendants face serious charges, including murder, conspiracy, financing terrorism, treason, destruction of public property, and crimes against humanity. These are related to the Nassau clashes in March 2025 in the Upper Nile region, north of South Sudan's capital, Juba, during which more than 250 soldiers were killed. Machar has been on house arrest since March this year. The trial is widely considered to be politically motivated by the opposition, SPLM-IO, and has attracted significant national and international attention due to its potential implications for South Sudan's fragile peace. The Ugandan Revenue Authority has issued a ban on importing Starlink satellite internet gear. The ban, effective December 19, requires military authorization from the Chief of Defense Forces, Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who is President Yoweri Museveni's son. This move comes just weeks before a critical January 15 national election, raising fears that the government is attempting to preempt a repeat of the 2021 internet blockout. Starlink, which enables users to bypass traditional telecom infrastructure, has gained popularity in Uganda despite lacking a formal operational license. The restriction has sparked debate over national security versus digital freedom, which opposition leader Bobby Wine called ridiculous move. Armed men kidnapped 28 people traveling to an annual Islamic event in Nigeria's Plateau State. The victims, including women and children, were ambushed in their boats on Sunday night as it was driving between villages. Police spokesman Alabo Alfred said the authorities have deployed access to the affected area to ensure that those abducted are rescued. News of the abductions comes just a day after the Nigerian authorities announced the release of the remaining 130 school children and teachers from a separate mass kidnapping at a Catholic boarding school in Niger State last month. A journalist based in Plateau State said the families of the latest victims have begun receiving ransom demands. And Christmas is one of the busiest travel periods in Nigeria. Millions joining across the country to reunite with their family and loved ones. But year after year, the same challenges resurface: overcrowded stations, limited transport options, inflicted fares, and endless delays, like several African countries too, with Liberia no exception. Those are some of the developments unfolding around the world. The war is bubbling atmospherically with 2 days to Christmas, December 25th, 2 days to December 25th. Everybody is trying the best they can to get something going. It's not easy. In Liberia, it's tight. It's bad off. It's not easy. It is like survivor, the theory, survivor of the fittest. Creativity will have to come to bear. Professionalism will have to be actualized, meaning how you think, the kind of mind you put up to get something, because economically it's bad off in Liberia. The population is swelling by the day. The space is small. The money isn't forthcoming, as they have no previous years. Many had thought that it was going to be better under the Unity Party-led government. This is the second year that Christmas is bad off. Last year, they were saying, give the Papi chance, give the Papi chance. The man just took seat. He completed 1 year. In the second year, nothing. So there isn't any likelihood that they tell you you're going to get anything better. It's terrible all over. But the market people, the buyers, the sellers, they are striving. They are striving. And honestly, I don't think it is a political propaganda. It is the reality, because the papers, the newspapers, the radio people call electronic media, the print called the newspapers, and online, they have been honest. I don't think they try to impute anything political or to give the government a bad picture. No. But I have had the opportunity of seeing Christmas. Government have not been really 100%. Things have been on and off. But this is the first time that I have seen newspapers. Newspapers will come out to talk about how terrible it is from a buying perspective, shopping. There are several papers. Yesterday we saw the newspapers talking about their atmosphere. The Christmas is bad of two newspapers, I think the Daily Observer. Today again, two newspapers reported that two newspapers bad off. My first time. This is the first time, honestly. This is the first time. This is the first time. This is the first time. Let me show that to you, please. Please. Let me show that to you. So let's have this break.
The people's curse in Africa. The problem isn't the leader, it's the people. That's the truth Africa has avoided for too long. We love to shout change every election, yet our hearts remain the same. We expect new results from the same broken mindset. We remove one man and replace him with another molded from the same soil of greed, ignorance, and impatience. From Nigeria to Kenya, from Zambia to South Africa, from Ghana to Congo, the story repeats like an old drumbeat that never changes its rhythm. Africa doesn't suffer from a lack of leaders. It suffers from a lack of citizens who think. We treat politics like a football match. We wear party colors like jerseys and scream for our team to win, not for our nation to rise. We celebrate thieves because they come from our tribe. We defend failures because they share our tongue. And when the country falls apart, we act shocked, as if we didn't vote for the very hand that now chokes us. We say we want change, but we want it fast, instant like coffee. We want overnight success without discipline, without sacrifice, without time. But no real change grows overnight. It takes seasons of sweat, pain, and patience. Even the best leader cannot build in a land where citizens destroy faster than they repair. You cannot plant mangoes and expect oranges. And yet, that's the curse of our continent. We build illusions and call them dreams. We fall for promises that sound sweet, ignoring the bitter medicine of truth. Politicians know this. That's why they lie. Lies sell faster than truth because truth demands work. Truth offends the lazy, it exposes the comfortable. Democracy, as we practice it, has become a theater of deception, a system designed to enslave the very minds it promised to free. The ballot has become our new chain. Every few years we line up to vote, not for vision, but for faces. Not for progress, but for revenge. We think replacing a man will replace our condition, but the real prison is not State House. It's the mind of the African voter. Look around. Every African country repeats the same cycle. Corruption, outrage, elections, hope, disappointment, and silence. We blame presidents for potholes, but refuse to pick up trash outside our homes. We curse the government for unemployment, but celebrate shortcuts and fraud. We expect heaven from leaders while living like devils in our own small spaces.
Thank you very much. So these are just, yes, two of the many. Sorry, no time to get all of them. But this is the first time I have seen newspapers report regularly about the terrible nature of Christmas. This is the Liberian investigator They say crowded but cashless. Crowded but cashless. Meaning the markets everywhere are crowded. I can say overcrowded. But the observation of the people from one market to another, low cash, the human beings are many, the sellers are many, the goods are multitude, large quantity, but low cash. This is front page. These are leading newspapers. Front page Africa. Yeah, what front page Africa say? Bittersweet Christmas. Bittersweet Christmas. Christmas is a sweet time, a time of joy, a time for every other thing. But 2025, it is bitter because nothing absolutely nourishing and cherishing. Large crowd all over the place. The place is overcrowded. Less buyers, many sellers, a multitude of sellers, and it's just terrible. The first time, what am I saying? You want to brace yourself for more terrible days. Martin Luther King said, we got some difficult days ahead. So you got some difficult days ahead of you. If you think that the 1.2 billion pass is going to turn Liberia into heaven, well, you'll be living with illusion. That is a mockery. The biggest, greatest scandal to ever hit Liberia is that 1.2 billion. The biggest and greatest and largest scandal politically to ever hit Liberia, gone down in the history of Liberia, is that 1.2 billion under the Unity Party government. It's a sham, it's a scam, it's a miscarriage. You see it. Before the 1.2 billion, what did they do? They raid the economy, they infuse into themselves. What you see happening is all of the factors they put in place, those factors are against you and favor them. You see how the atmosphere looking? The next time you will jump or rescue. You see, you don't see nothing yet. Wait for 2026. But we wish all of you Merry Christmas, as they say. All right. Not slipping away from this completely. NPP chairman George Mulbar description of the economy. Let's talk his description of the economy. NPP chairman George Mulbar. I thought to bring him on, not necessarily he made news, but the irony of his nature politically, it's not that he made news. You want to be very careful. Don't get too involved or get yourself soaked into this thing called political patronage. That because you are a politician, the person comes to power, you want favor from the person for your political party or yourself, or you want to get the recognition of some of your colleagues on the other side. So you just come up with a blanket statement without being careful. Reasoning does not call for a person just looking at the situation and say, oh, they want better. They want better. This time better. Yesterday it wasn't better. A reasoning mind will look at the current situation and say, let's look at it. Yes, we know, but let's give it a time. Let's see. George Mulbar said that Liberians may appear quiet about the economy under the Unity Party government. But here is it. In his words, they are not satisfied. Meaning there is anguish within, there's vexation, there is just everything. not voicing it out, it doesn't say the economy is better. It only means they are coping with the already existing hardship. They are not satisfied. He described the silence of the people like a graveyard. That's how George Molba, NPP national chairman, described Liberians' hurt, pains, frustration, given the expectation they had of this government, that in this time, the economy is not working, things are bad off, and it is hurting the people from inside. But they are silent. And according to him, their silence should not send a signal to the government that things are okay. It only means their silence is like the graveyard. And the graveyard, what it means? The graveyard is where, for who? Dead bodies. So in a political context or in economic context, he is saying the people living, but they are dead. The fact that they're not talking, they're feeling the pinch from within. It doesn't say that Unity Party under Joseph Yuma Boakai, the economy is doing well, rather. He said the people not happy. Let me share with you the irony. Yes, the irony of this man. It is this same George Molba who, a couple of months ago, or when Boakai took over, will give himself no time to observe as normal person. No disrespect, but that's how you go. You don't see things from its face value and conclude that it is better. It only means you are privy to see, so you now do a validation. That validation is inclusive of giving yourself ample time to observe whether it will be the same, there will be improvement, then you will know, because those are the yardstick now that you will use to determine a good future. George Molba immediately concluded that the economy under Joseph Yuma Boakai is by far better than his predecessor, George Weah. And he made a couple of public addresses praising Joseph Yuma Boakai. At this point in time, in just under 2 years, to say that the economy is bad off under Joseph Yuma Boakai, the people are not satisfied. Their condition is like a graveyard. What yardstick did you use initially to conclude that it was better under Joseph Yuma Boakai? Because if you say the country is better under Joseph Yuma Boakai, or you say the country is better under this president, you're saying that the economy is working. The international community condemned the bad nature of the economy. The World Bank condemned it. Almost everybody condemned it. After you praise Joseph Yuma Boakai and say the president doing well, the people came to say, well, you're in your own country, you can see, you're in no simple economic principles, how the economy is doing well. The president has not created jobs. The president has not done this. We're telling him this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. All you people are hearing is rhetorical money that the World Bank has given days. Liberia in this country has signed 1.8 million, 3.5 million. All of those things are just signing ceremonies. They don't immediately move into practical reality that will help the economy. Nothing absolutely. So how come? But again, this is Liberia. Once you don't praise the president, you don't flatter the president, you don't go in with flattery, the rest of the people wouldn't see you as somebody of a politician or a nationalist. No. Fake in this country. Just praise the president. Just praise the government. Even if the government, you see the president slashing someone throat off on Broad Street. Say, oh, the president is good. It's on the president that do it. The president this and that. Just say, that's how Liberia's culture look. Sycophancy. Until we can graduate from this political patronage culture, it would always keep our country down. Liberian student St. Paul Judy killed in India. He was allegedly gang beat. It is reported it ensued when he cracked a joke with a female on campus, a female student on campus with him, which she misunderstood his joke and she interpreted it differently. She got uncomfortable and went telling her Sudanese boyfriend. What did she tell him? How did she say? It triggered anger within him. And he soon mobilized his campus gang and they move in, they attack him. The attack reportedly took place in on the campus upstairs, and from the torso, they dragged him to the porch and threw him down. Apparently, he must have fell on his head, because when the rescue team moved in, took him to the hospital, doctors did all their examination, they find out that blood overfilled the brain. And they tried the best they can, the best they could. He had to succumb to death. There were many who committed that gruesome act. And Judy passed off. The information has it that the Sudanese guy is in police custody. He's Nour Mashak, Nourmajak, Nour Mashak, a Sudanese. Information has it he was trying to escape, but later he was caught at the border. We await the response or the position of our government. The Minister of Foreign Affairs has received several accolades of her international reputation. Here is a litmus test. I say litmus test because all of those things they credited her for were things was just on the surface. Just on the surface. This is the real test of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, how she's going to handle this. This involves a Sudanese national. And Liberia has a relation with Sudan. How is the government of Liberia going to treat this? Trade this to maintain diplomatic relation, or ensure that justice is served on that Liberian boy who was pursuing his education at the higher level in India. We wait to hear the government of Liberia's response. This is grave, and watch it. Again, we're telling you, this is the end of it. Again, this is the end. This too is Liberia. They prefer to protect their interest. They prefer to maintain relation with people. They are afraid to look in a country face and say, this is wrong. You have to pay for it. Then to go for their citizens. We say it from what we see. This, in my opinion, is litmus test for Sarah Beslow Yanti. The other ones were on silver platter. They were walk in the park. That's why everybody all over the place. Oh, the woman restored Liberia's international image. They restore Liberia to the Committee of Nations. Oh, the woman this, the woman that. Good. Yes, we buy into that. No problem. But here is the litmus test, because this one is about death. The death of a Liberian national allegedly by a Sudanese with his gang. Let's see how his country, Liberia, his president, Joseph Yuma Bwaga, and his foreign minister will treat this. Young Sam gone, a 2016 graduate of Kepamons High School in Harper, Maryland County, graduated from William V. S. Tubman University in 2021, obtained a degree in secondary education with emphasis in biology, GPA 3.36. Before his passing, Sam Paul Jude was about to graduate with a master's from Kalinga University in India. The family is grieving. The bird winner, he was a future bird winner, having obtained, if he had not died, returned to Liberia with that level of education, no doubt was going to make a difference in the life of his family, the existence of his country. His expertise was going to be used. The country has lost a brain. We wait for the government, what they will say. But guess what? This is the kind of government we have. They will trade that boy's death for maintaining quote-unquote relation with Sudan or South Sudan. That's the end of it. But our condolences, King's 88.5 condolences to his family. I know exactly what it is right now with the family. All of them are going through. It's painful. Please, one way or the other way you can remember them in your prayers, console them. It's not easy. A young boy in his late 20s was badly beaten and thrown 4 or 5 stories. And he must have fell, according to the report, on his head. Imagine, from well up, straight down on the head. Survival is unlikely. It takes God. The information we got, blood overtook his brain, spread. And there was no way to resuscitate him. That's what it is. And I can see why most Liberian students don't like to go to India for study. Not to say other countries don't have bad people, bad students from other countries. The culture isn't bad. No, they have. But I do not know why Liberians just don't like India going there. That's why they will send hundreds of scholarships. Only few will take advantage of it. People prefer to go to the United States, to go to Germany, Italy, to go to China, South Korea, to go to other North or South African countries. You don't hear Liberians so excited and motivated to go to India, except for few, because they are just apprehensive of India. You see what happened? All right. That will be doing it for that. It's Christmas season. 2 days to Christmas. 2 days. Where do we go next? Well, you heard the information. I do not know whether it is true, but that's what we heard. Just as we heard this expression, or Boakai was quoted as saying that we are could come back to power dependent on what they do, what they don't do. His love, he has global connections and all of those. The same way we've been hearing, 22 representatives want Richard Kuhn out of that seat. It was reported 22 met at a place not known yet to begin looking at ways to remove Richard Kuhn and his deputy. If we have that, it will be the first time we've had speaker being removed, but both the speaker and the deputy will be another soap opera. They are vexed. They are vexed with Richard Kuhn's dictatorial, tyrannical, and despotic rulership. They concluded that they were used, dumped, and betrayed by regime speaker, Unity Party speaker, Richie Nangbe Kuhn. They thought they had done the needful by ganging up against Fonati Kofa, even though Kofa had his own problems, to remove him. But lately did they come to know that they were digging their own pit. The situation now is typical of the future ahead of us between Israel and Satan. What you see happening with these 22 guys, if this information is true, then it is typical of that future ahead of us. Satan will come like an angel, like a good man, and will present the other people as bad people. And Israel will open up. They will put everything at the disposal of the devil. And then when everything is in his control, he's in charge as the boss, he unleashes his wrath. And then everybody, the whole of Israel will say, but I thought we enter an agreement. It is exactly what you see these guys doing. They saw Richard Kuhn as the Messiah. Richard Kuhn said, oh, come on, we will do this. Boakai said, oh, you go ahead. Everything will be okay. In fact, like some money yet. And so every one of them, majority bloc, moving, justifying. At this point now, the mission is complete. They lay all their ammunition at the feet of Richard Kuhn, and Richard Kuhn is unleashing his wrath upon them. Then they are vexed, saying they want to remove him. They say they want to remove him. In my opinion, is a dead on arrival ploy or plot. It's a dead on arrival plot. Several reasons. Meaning, it would not be possible. It is a waste of time. Let me share with you. One, unlike the way Richard Kuhn got the speakership with Joseph Yuma Boakai and the executive backing, these pseudo 22 lawmakers or representatives got no backing. 2, with the executive and unity party getting their own or their men in, they will no doubt come in defense of him against any plot by anybody from the House of Representatives or any group. The executive and unity party will go against them in defense of Richard Cohn, because Richard Cohn is their own. It was the man they wanted, and he's there. 3, they can sit idly to lose the speaker position in just under 2 years. They cannot sit to lose the speaker position they have always wanted. Remember when Bouaka got the chairman, the presidency? Bouaka first plan, the vow of unity party was to remove Kofa. And they made that very clear. They did not hide it. They were only waiting for the time and opportunity. But the vow was that Kofa go up, he can even go and consult God. He will move from there, because we don't want him. We want our own man there, so that whatever we want, it will be easy. And that's the normal pattern. If the president has the speaker, it is an advantage for the ruling establishment. The politics they were preaching from the onset when the election took place, or prior to the election, that you can have a regime speaker and the regime speaker will cut across, Fonati Kofa cuts across. All that doctrine was completely a hypocritical doctrine. People who were preaching that doctrine, they had something under their sleeve. That doctrine does not hold in any way. No government, no president will want a speaker who is not from their camp and will rely on neutrality. There is nobody who is neutral. 4th, resolve and integrity. Resolve, I am telling you why. That 22 men's quote-unquote removal plot against Richard Cohn is a soap opera, dead. Nothing going to come of it. Resolve and integrity, or resolution and integrity, will be traded. Those 22 amongst them, some of them will give in. They will throw in their integrity. Some of them will discard the vow. They just not trustable. They will trade. They will trade their integrity. 1, the speaker himself, the speaker, Unity Party speaker, regime speaker Richard Cohn, is in a good position to disorganize them. How he going to do it if this is real? He has millions of dollars. He sits on millions of dollars as speaker. 1. 2, he is the final determinant or decision maker of the various committees. He has all of the advantages available to him. He has all of the political and monetary arsenal available to him. So he himself is not, he may be a political weakling, but he is financially balanced. If he didn't have the money at all, then you say yes. Let me give you a classic example. Most of the guys are money dogglers. Most of the lawmakers, they fall for money. They fall for peanuts. No disrespect to them. We say it this way because we see it. Here is a classic example. The speaker, the former speaker, got 43 lawmakers at his house in less than no time when the speakership election was about to take place. I'm talking about Fonati Kofa. Less than no time, he got 43. What was working there? Money. We understood that the envelopes were being the normal thing. You want people to vote for you, you got to put money up front. Election and money. 43. And those guys, they justified that this man was the man they were carrying. The majority bloc saw that, oh, look, this man here, Unity Party said, Joseph Bagasa said, man, he has the numbers. So let's do something. The same cash violence he's using, we use that same cash violence and we use power, we use force. But he infused some money. These guys, they fall for money. They got no integrity, no value, no essence. Where you see money, you see Liberian lawmakers. Where lawmakers see money, they're blood trembling to get it. They fall for just everything. They fall for just everything peanuts. No integrity, no value, no essence. Richard Kuhn, setting over millions. I am talking about Richard Kuhn, individual advantages he has to disorganize those quote-unquote 22 men. That's why I say it's dead on arrival. It will never hold. The man himself sits on millions of dollars. He also has individuals who are loyal to him, who are close to some of these guys and can persuade them to disorganize that 22. The likelihood of that 22 staying together with this resolution, far from reality. Richard Kuhn is more than money enough. Richard Kuhn, regime speaker, Unity Party speaker, Joseph Yema Bwaga speaker, is more than money enough to neutralize those guys. So right now, Richard Kuhn is not worrying. You would think that it's playing on Richard Kuhn. No, I think the only thing that is playing on Richard Kuhn is his infidelity. Because we understand that the wife has come up to say XYZ and she's about to release several documents on him, and he has this relationship going with a woman who announced herself as a spouse instead of the man announcing. So I think that's where his psychological trauma is. I don't think he's traumatized by, or he's touched, or he's moved by this quote-unquote 22. Because he has the advantage to work and disorganize that, because he sits over millions of dollars. He more than money enough. The fifth reason why it's just a soap opera, JMB, if this becomes a reality, if it is not a soap opera, which I'm convinced it is a soap opera, if it is not for discussion's sake, JMB will jump in and will do everything to neutralize the 22. Persuasion, money. The likelihood of the 22 staying together until what they want to do, no. So what are the options available to them now? Having explained all of those advantages that Richard Kuhn has, Joseph Yema Bwaga has, the speaker himself has, what options available to the 22 if it is a reality and not pseudo 22? What options? Are they left with any options? They can do anything if they are serious, if it is truly 22 and they have this resolution in place. Yes. They are not left alone. They are not weak. They are not weakling. No, the speaker has advantages. The president has the advantages in terms of coming in to back him. Everything. But do they have options that will weaken Richard Kuhn if they take this serious? Do they have options? If none of these things that I just explained to you work, do the 22, the quote-unquote 22, or reality 22, or pseudo 22. Pseudo means that you're using different area. Do they have options? Yes. One, let's assume they have the number 22. It is considerable. It is not what they would need, but it is a considerable number, because it takes a real cause to bring together 22 persons. If they can garner or they can bring 22 together, it is likely that they can bring 35, they can bring 40. The number is not 5, not 10. We heard 22. So if they are 22, then it is considerable, meaning it is a good number to start with. 2, if the main business, if the 22 mean business, they must be unbreakable and unbending with their plan. If truly it is their intent to remove Richard Cohn, then they must be unbreakable and unbending with their decision. At this point, it is unlikely. From a Liberian cultural perspective, with vulnerability so high, integrity often traded for money, it's unlikely that they will hold together, that they will remain unbending with their resolve. 3, declare a vote of no confidence. Declare a vote of no confidence in Richard Cohn. Hear me. It will shake him, but it will not break him down. It will shake him, but it will not break him down. Why it will not break him down? Those advantages I talk about will stay back him. But psychologically, it will break him. It will play on him. The speaker is just like the father in the house, as the parent managing the children. And if the children reach by their reasoning a decision based on the wrongs they see, and they declare a vote of no cooperation, it will play on the parent or parents. They will shout, scream, but they will take time to look into it and say, we need to talk. Let's talk this over. They can declare a vote of no confidence. However, if they declare a vote of no confidence in Richard Cohn, it will shake him, but it will not break him. Yeah, what will break Richard Cohn? Yeah, what will break Richard Cohn and knock him down? All 22 stay off session for all the days of session and persuade the outsiders to join them. So let's assume that with the 72 lawmakers stay out. Tuesday, they don't show up for session. Thursday, they don't show up for session. All the sessions, who Richard Cohn presides over, what happened with the government? The government shuts down. They have the power, but they don't know. You know why the framers of the Constitution said first branch of government? The country, the lifeline, the lifeblood of the country, that's the legislature. You think the Constitution say separate, 3 separate but distinct branches of government. So they're on the same plane, but their functions are different, distinct. But if you look at it carefully, you see that the legislature has imperial authority, has advantageous authority over other two. They are not called first, or they were not given that honorific or title as the first branch of government simply because you're counting 1, 2, 3. But they do not know who they are as per the power enshrined unto them or given them. I know it is impossible. Probably few must stay away like we saw in the past. And this person will say they're not doing this, they're abstaining, or they're not going. But let's assume that the 72 real serious and they leave that place. No session, the government shut down. Bouaka himself is confused. The Senate can do nothing. Do you know that either of the branches, either of the two branches can shut the entire government down? You saw what happened. The situation in America may not be the exact same as I'm talking, but you saw what happened. You saw for weeks, you saw how it went. Power. Authority, you saw how it went. When they say power, it is inherent in the people by and through the legislators. The what I'm telling you. If the guys just take a decision, the stay of Richard Kun is done. Because you can preside over chairs. You can go in that place alone and not gavel. All 73 chairs. Clerk of court, please call. They clerk themselves, they will do nothing. The Senate can shut down the House of Representatives. The House of Representatives can shut down the Senate. Because they share commonality. So when there is a disconnect, what happened? The government is shut down. Don't mind that executive that's sitting over there. That executive can do nothing without the legislature. The legislature can shut down the executive. The legislature can bring everything, the country, to a standstill. Look, those people powerful. Unfortunately, you have a bunch of mumus going over there who don't know. That's why they fall for every dollar, every time, every cent. They trade their essence and their value for money. And just to be called honorable. Those are some of the options available to them. If they truly want to get Richard Kun out of that place. But again, it's hard. It's hard. I don't know whether they are serious about it or it's just another shenanigan to get money, because Richard Kun is the third richest man in the country. Richard Kun sits over millions of dollars. He has his clique. He can use any of his surrogates to speak to any one of those guys. When I say speak to, I speak in Liberian context. So one day you hear 3 persons have left the 22. The next day you hear 4 persons. The guys there don't stand for anything, nothing. That's why they look inferior in the midst of other seasoned lawmakers from around the world. Okay, so that will be doing it for Richard Kun. Please keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. It's 5,000 today. We're giving out 5,000 by and through our partner, Radio Entertainment Liberia. You want to play with just 50 cents? That's 5,000 up for grabs. 5,000. Also keep whatever you can. We appreciate it. Drop in the basket. It's the season. We got 2 days to Christmas. 2 days to celebrate. Only 2 days. All right. So we've done that. Let's talk the other side of the regime speaker. People would say it doesn't make sense, or it is the man's private life. I've seen and read a couple of lines, and there's this backing from his camp, Unity Party, portraying it like it means nothing. He has the right. But what they know and don't want to tell the people, but everybody knows, this man is a public figure. He is the third most powerful man in the country. Anything about the president is news. Anything about the pro tem is news. Anything about the deputy speaker is news. Anything about the speaker is news. Anything whatsoever. Once you sign up to serve the people, your life is the public life. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, nobody talks about her every day. Nobody wants to know anything about her except that she does something. She goes to this place, she makes speech, and giving her history is in the news. But nobody sought after her because she isn't that person again. Those who are there now, Joseph Yuma Boaka, George Weah, nobody have time. George Weah is not in the presidency again. He's in private life. So the focus isn't on George Weah. The focus isn't on Ellen. The focus is on the people who are in power. Richard Cohn's life, whether married or cohabitation whatsoever, it cannot be private because he's not a private person. People have to understand it that way. He's not a private person. So if he's having this double relationship not clear, and he is the speaker, it raises concern. Nobody should think that nothing wrong with that. Oh, come on. You have to think as citizen. You want to be knowledgeable and put some knowledge to the table. Who goes into anybody's house and talk about the relationship? Whether a person has 3, 4, 5 women, nobody has time. He is in national, bystander, or position. He is not in any high profile place, so nobody has time. But once you reach to the echelon of politics, nothing about you is private. Let the president of the United States, Donald Trump, go do something with a social affair and see what will happen. See who in America will say that man's private life. Your status ties you to everything the public attention. It just hard to lead a private life when you are in public, because there is no way. The two, you can separate the two. You can only do a separation when you leave the public. All those people who work in government, whatever their status, does anyone have time for them? Does anyone say anything about them? Whatever they're doing, whichever way they're doing it? No. Nobody has time. Because they got nothing to do with the masses. They got nothing to do with national politics. The Speaker of the Republic is the third most powerful person. So if there is infidelity, if there is ups and downs in the relationship, one woman on the other side says she is the legitimate wife, and the other woman comes and announces, I'm the spouse. Doesn't it raise concern? How is that a private? Did they say it in a private? They came in an open. Before then, we heard of the court. We heard from the court summoning the regime speaker
to go and explain because the woman had filed a formal complaint with the court that her husband had, by his persuasion, his education, managed to turn all of the properties in his favor against her, and she was not getting any revenue from the properties they earned from the marriage. That was in the news again. Why didn't you people say that the man's private life? Yesterday, it was not anybody's private life. All of those who were in government doing all kinds of things, Unity Party people brought it to the public glare. When the people go talk, they say, no, you're not a private person. You're a public official. You're a government official. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to do that. So it comes back to you people now. You people should be telling Rachel Kuhn to settle that thing as quickly as possible, because it has the ability to damage him internationally as a speaker. It has the ability to prevent him from it. It has the ability to even affect the country on a number of things. Because what kind of government around the world, what kind of country, they're hearing that? What kind of president, what kind of prime minister and other people want to feel comfortable to sit with you when you're having a double relationship affair, nothing straight? No, they were not. They were not. Yeah, Rita telling me that in America, he is a wanted man. He is a wanted man in America. That's what Rita is telling me, that he is a wanted man. So you see, I think I heard that the woman, if she didn't do it yesterday, but I think it is today. I saw something from her on social media, because when these things coming out, they can come out too. So we go on the page as quickly as possible, yeah, and we get whatever we can get. So I saw on her page that she's coming public to explain everything. Why the other woman, Mantera or Magdala Cooper, and the speaker too, does not have time. He's not troubled by that. He continues to move with his new love. I think they posted something that they are headed for Lofa County. Now they continue to do all African every day, all of the time. The same amount people, and you can do the thing. You know, by the time journalist is in something, oh, forget it. All the politicians in this country, they own that journalist. It will be the topic for 1 week. It will even reach to the president. Oh, the journalists, they journalists are, and no, the journalists will not say them on private life, because everybody is in the public space. Everybody is in the public space. All of us are stakeholders. If Sam Andrews did something funny because of my status and my stance against the government, my critique against the government, what are you going to, they will elevate it. They will amplify it. They will take it to another level. And I will have no option but to accept the reality, because I'm in a space. So the same way when things come out on them, the same way we have to highlight it, because all of us are newsmakers. We don't only report the news, but we are all newsmakers too. We are high-profile personalities. We are honorables too. Honorables are not only the people who work in the legislature as lawmakers and senators. Honorable is just a reference for the kind of job that you do. That's all. It is not a personality. It is a reference for the kind of job. You hold us in high esteem, not necessarily that we are extra and we pay you, we gave you money. No, you hold us in high esteem because of the work that we do. It is because of the work that you people recognize us. People recognize the pastor and they honor the pastor. They show that respect to the pastor. Not necessarily that the pastor is extra. It is because of pastor is in service to humanity. We are in service to humanity. The legislators are in service to humanity. The president is in service to humanity. Everybody who is at the disposal of humanity, they are in the public clear, and nothing about them is private until they can leave the public space. So he has to settle that thing. He has to. He has to. You cannot have a speaker with 3 wives, 4 wives. No. Why it is true that our culture is secular, but in the public, in that office, the speaker, oh, come on, man. But we're waiting. I just thought to say this in passing because the lady said she coming up. Yes, today. I saw on her page. Today's the 23rd, eh? Yes, today. That's what I saw on her page. The 23rd. So we wait for that. We wait for that. So let's have your say. That's it. 4 days to Christmas. Your drop a Christmas inside there. Some of you still get AB gate. You ain't drop it. Most of you ain't drop nothing in the basket for AB gift. I know it just drop in my spirit, man. But when you get something, you keep on dropping. The birthday gift, yeah. We stay in December. We will get in January. Say you still put it there, yeah. Yeah, you're drop in the basket, man. Yeah, we going for Christmas. No, we're not going for Christmas. We ain't get break. We ain't get break. Radio station ain't get break. Christmas Day, yo, see teacher light in the net. We ain't get break. Christmas Day, yo, yeah, Israel in the morning. In the afternoon, we'll be here. We ain't get break. We can't go for break. Yeah. So y'all keep dropping in our basket. You put everything, all our Christmas, our New Year, you put all inside. You who input teacher like give there, yeah, you still get it because some people say, hey man, I'm waiting for the one get it. Yeah, yeah, that's true. You're 100% right because when you want to do something, you can have the desire, but when the ability or the opportunity not there, you can. But so you will wait. When you get it, then you do it. Yeah, we understand that. So anytime you just drop it, anytime you get it, you drop it. Yeah, all of your in Liberia, that your own number here to drop in King's Evan basket. Your drop teacher led birthday gift there 0777 017 885 0777 017 885. All the people around the whole world, your own number, they call it send wave 0555 885 885 0555 885 885. All right. So you put it there. When you put it there, teacher life will not take it and carry. Teacher life can use institution money. You know, the man of integrity. And not let the other people that can trade their integrity. So all the money you put here, teacher life can use it on the station. And you see, yesterday, you see how I was looking. We went up 3 times that LECO. Teacher life look at it and say, no, that didn't make sense. The show can be on, then we'll go up. Then with that disrespect to the people who come on, their money, their time, they put it on to watch the show, to follow the show, then it's just on and off. It's not right. So that generator we're using now. So we have to sustain. Every day we're buying fuel, every day. So you got to help us. Yeah? You have every dime you put your teacher like and use it on the station. All right. All right, Rita. Rita say her own dropping tomorrow. Ritos. Thank you, Ritos. Rita says she's dropping her own in a basket tomorrow. I know it will be heavy. I know what you get to, Ritos. Thank you. Yeah. So let's go now. Let's take a few calls and then we are out. We are returns to the presidency 2029. What a Bwaka say or Bwaka ain't say or that what we are is. And that's what's going to happen. Let's take few calls as quickly as we can. But let's read some of the comments first. Okay. Hold on. Let me read the comments first. I often go to the line before the comments, but let me read the comments today. Okay. We are aware of that. Rita Hart said, look, Liberia is going to lose their respect on the international scene. From the look of things, seriously, this matter It's serious. Speaker will handle it. And in America too, he is a wanted man here in the U.S. The Honorable Speaker. Say region speaker. A man confused. All right. Hello.
How are you, Chief?
I'm good.
Okay, this is Benigo Newton from District 15.
Yeah, you on, Abenigo? You on the air?
Okay. Like the saga at the House of Representatives about the 22 guys for the removal of the speaker and the deputy. While it is true, they have a legitimate responsibility to remove him, but they should remember, those two gentlemen, they are financially wealthy, and if it is proven that they are being backed by the president, and I don't think their process will succeed, because the president too is heavy. At the same time, those two gentlemen, they are very heavy. But what we are getting allegedly that the current speaker is certainly lobbying with the men to disburse 12,000 each to each of the guys. But what we are saying, we are getting from the public out there. Thank you for the time.
All right. Good. Enjoy your day. Well, just 2 days to Christmas. Let's go to the women's line. Hello.
Hey, Mr. Andrew, how you doing?
My man, that women's line, yo, 077-9803. Go on the men's line. The men's line 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97. Hello.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Good name of the system, my brother.
Yeah. Many happy returns. Let's go. Doctor.
Thank you. And ambassador also.
Oh, you put ambassador title there?
Oh, you not know, Baba. But you can't spy with my son. The whole year by well go in business.
But you'll be more than doctor. What you talk about?
But I want to say 5 degrees. What am I? Thank you for the show. I'm following just now. They're laughing. There is the selling law because 24, 20. How many person want to be moved?
22.
Low that joke. Trust me, that joke. They're bluffing. Oh, what do I want to speaker? What do I want to move now? Yesterday they said behind with this speaker. The move over from there, spending a lot of money on worker to move over from there. They say I had the hotel for almost 2 months to move speaker over. What do I move from there? They say this is the one part that will pass on everything because what the problem made to be speaker on a worker. What do I move from there? And when you say look for the agreed people, the more they go for meeting and say, oh, let's move, I don't agree. Two got chose money inside there. And that's everybody 16,000. 1 side will be 2 side, 3 side, we go to the whole thing will break down. But they're not seriously joking. And today, cool, and they are no Madrid cool for them, man, slasher. Everybody is coming for friend and man. That will need them, man, slasher, man, roll, that all. Madrid cool for say she found that. I don't know what you can get home, man, without running a sweat, or what you will not know. What will that woman? She, yes, anything so, she, yes, somebody, and many confusion to join in your glory and what's it on there. They said that we are all the way in this country. They were saying, but we are there, we are that. There's no one doing now. So what she's doing? Therefore, a pastor and for the president office, a pastor. What was she doing that president? A pastor meant to love the boy woman in that office or what? Or working out a pastor giving the president. So let's watch it. See how you play out, my brother. Let's see let's see how you will play out. But for me, that black. Thank you.
All right, teacher, let's rescue men and rescue women. The rescue. Oh, no, one coming on. Oh, Dr. Mazizi, the other one coming on. Ministry of State and Laboratory Communication Authority.
You see the website because all of them see the best in there. Oh man, rescue government,
rescue, eating rescue.
No, you know how they wanna do that, man.
No,
They wanna do it.
but my sissy, the boss say they won't go outside. So the inside, so rescue, rescue, eating rescue. The boy won't go outside. What Ministry of State?
Okay,
all right.
They are on serious bunch of criminals in our house. They for a small little or nothing that will get around and will push it around in our house. Thank you.
Okay, man, Sissy, have a nice day. We're just 2 days to the season. Enjoy yourself. Hello.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
You are on the air, Chief. Once I say hello, it means I put you on.
Okay, I'm escape calling from Kawe. I'm on the community. Those guys, they are fighting a lose battle because again, make it. That have Christmas money they're looking for, they don't mean it. Yeah, they don't mean that Christmas money they're looking for. So I call to say.
All right, Chief. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, the evening. Why they taking the man for that again? We say now we cool. Why they still got wanting you for that? You say what the man do? Saru?
Yeah.
I say, why they wanting the man for that?
But they're not satisfied with the man. And you hear the thing what the people say?
What is it?
The boy not satisfied with the man. That is there.
Oh, because all they were to see the money, it didn't know about to get it all. They never see how it's coming. They say they want it man. That's some of our want for that. We don't want for that now. You see, God will be beyond there, swear beyond our people there. It is the who said the soul was found there. To run somebody, to be criminal, to do something wrong, you can get a penalty. That a children and a woman that everybody who for nothing when they get a penalty. They tell me I want money. They want to take it again. The man I'm like 1 year. Yeah, you are playing champion. Yeah, you are playing 4 hours. I want money. You have one day, one by one. So you see the person where you are, that's what we can see. We're looking at you.
All right. Okay, let's say Josiah Andrew Massa. Thank you. Josiah say he will send $50 tomorrow. Okay, Josiah, no, if you're in Liberia, it's send with 0555 885 885. If you are in Liberia, it's the local mobile money is 0777 017 885. If you are in Liberia, 0777 017 885. If you are out of Liberia, 0555 885 885. Thank you so much, Josiah Andrew Massa. Thank you for promising to send $50. So you send it. If you are in Liberia, just send it on 0777 017 885. If you are out of Liberia, send it by SendWave 0555 885 885. The name on the 2 numbers, Abraham Weir. Thank you in advance, Josiah Andrew Massa, as you promised to send in the basket $50. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sam Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Peter David Casa, call from under the street light in Lower Johnsonville. Thank you for the fascinating discussion. Mr. Sam Andrew, those 22 lawmakers, I think they have brought themselves into the mirror, and we are going to observe them. Currently, we cannot condemn them because we are getting information that some of them have integrity. So we will observe and monitor their process. If they succeed, then we'll say thanks to them. But it's just a difficult situation. situation, just as you said. Because looking at Rachel, who is sitting at the epicenter of power and economic resources, is that going to be easy for them? Absolutely. It's going to just bring a serious detraction to the government of the Republic of Liberia. And lastly, Mr. Sam Andrew, I don't know why the Nigerian people have problem with the regime speaker. And the men of regime speaker, what do you expect? The men will have a regime's wife. So Rachel is a regime speaker. Mandela Kopana is a regime wife of Rachel. That's a reality. So we just accept it and move on. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you too. Have a nice day. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Ed Makar. And let me express my deepest condolence to the family for our citizen that lost his life in another country. And we pray and hope that this government will take seize of that matter and see how best they can address it. But it's painful. And, you know, for me, capital building is just capital building. Anything is possible, okay? So once the 22 guys who brace themselves, and in fact, they are all from the majority black. So why if Joe Boaka now want a speaker that comes from Lofa County? Because at the time, he could not fight that battle. After going through 7-8 months, and Richard Kun is brought in the picture, he could say, oh yeah, we can wait. Let Richard Kun hand on. And then as times go by, we come to implement our goal, which is Lofa County president, Lofa County speaker, and the time to come, who knows? Lofa County protest. So you don't trust Boaka, and you don't trust that spending. That capital building, everything is possible there. So Richard Kun is in the middle of things that he said it is difficult for him to comprehend or even understand. So we watch and see. We watch and see what happens as time progresses. But for me, I am sure that anything is possible because capital building cannot be trusted and Boaka cannot be trusted. Thank you.
Thank you too. Have a nice weekend. Oh, okay. Today is Tuesday. Hello. Yeah.
You guys said it all about us, about the actually know how the money they get for I know our LG for Copa. All that money is they finish it. So they find another way to get money. Because they know there is no way they can do that back.
Yeah.
So they find a way to get another money from the people that what they do it for. But nothing serious is way over there. Nothing serious. Because if they get it serious, and say we want money, they put together. I don't care how Joseph Boaka strong, they were money. But I also believe people we get representation that representing us in our own set. So the guy want to reach themselves. And with the speaker, I don't know how that brother will go to the international community. That brother represent speaker. One way announcing that she careful. Which one is election?
She announced that she girlfriend. She announced that she wife. Spouse means the wife, the legal wife of a man or the legal husband of a woman.
So then what the country going now? So she get the three children. What she having? She want them married them. Then she comes on the other side. I think this was coming around and we are in the whole so she holding on the side. That is water and forcing how you want it. Thank you for putting in the transfer, Andrew.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Mr. Andrews.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Andrews, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call for my Proto Corner, down Coast Hill, West Down community. Mr. Andrews, thank you very much. You know, you talk about 3 or 4 different pointers. My attention has been drawn on an issue that has to do with the MPP chairman. What he said, Mr. Andrew, the chairman is 100% correct. If you walk in the street today, definitely you will know that things are getting bad for this woman. And even we are hearing from some of our friends from the Capitol building that some of the staffers were not paid as we speak. So things are difficult, the Christmas is bad, and therefore it should draw the consensus. It should draw the attention of every state actors to see how they can work on this government. These were people who yesterday, yes, criticized President Weah said he was novice to governance. Under President Weah, aching to his 3 years, the years were 150, and the economy was much stabilized than what we are seeing on the quote-unquote good people. And the next one had to do with the quote-unquote regain his wife. Hey, man, Mr. Andrew, over the last 6 years, the people accused President Weah. They said President Weah has an affair with all of the government ministers. What are we seeing today? Look at what is visible we can see it today. Look at what we are hearing about Massacre and the Minister of State, the Deputy Minister for State Administration. Those things, everything that was criticized yesterday, we are seeing visibly today.
Well, how you know that? Where you got that information from?
The thing is going on Facebook. It's not on Facebook as we speak. It's going on. They get Nangoku and Madira Kulaba 1 star. They get
my man,
and Massacre 1 star. It's all over on the Facebook.
But you know that we're in the age of technology, and most people using AI now. Most people using AI software, so they can design people anyway, anyhow.
Yeah, the AI is there, but what makes it to be reliable is that the same suit that Ku is wearing today, they cannot be worn from Banga to go to Lopa. It is the same suit that is there parading.
But you can do the same thing. AI can put the same suit on the same two people.
But these are things that were illegal yesterday and today.
That's what you should say, but don't put it on the same suit.
They came to rescue us. They did not come to privatize, on immoral activities in governance. They should stop and provide our job that they talk about. Thank you very much for always giving us the opportunity to make our presence on national issues. Thank you, Mr. Andrew.
All right. Hello. It went off, madam. It went off. Let's go. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Andrew.
Yep.
I'm taking Grace on the phone. Mr. Andrew, the country, I don't know what we're heading to. I don't know what we're heading to. Every day that break in the country, a different story. Every day that break a different story. That's why we put the people there for, Mr. Andrew. The people promise to rescue us. They not promise us to be loving to one another. The one that coming happy now, I looking. They remove our secret season 2, I will coming on. But my advice for the 22 lawmakers, you're beaten by a ram.
They're beating ram. They're beating ram.
They're beating ram. You are here, Mr. Andrew. They see 40 people. They beat on your can't call about it. You got to use a ball copa. If today another 22 again, I'll go 1 star. They come in remove with them. They what? The Supreme Court of that Baka Court. Why you carry cool? The people violating all the law. That they're beating the looking for. When they started, Mr. Andrew, you hear the him break for break again.
Okay.
And after me, you hear him break for break. Next week. Come on, citizen lawmaker. Your man, I'm for your state. Let it be there. Those are so soon that they don't want to take for them. Nobody will put it in the south. I beg you don't put yourself there. You can't put it by your CS. Before I put it there, they will take for them. The people by that be wrong. That's what I'm taking again. When you will be there, that is they want to move with your food.
All right.
When you put it ready for that, I'm thinking, I will be loving my dad. Oil, right?
All right. Thank you. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Change your location. Your line is cracking. Chief, your line is cracking. I'm not getting anything reasonable from you. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Who people there?
Me, one of me, and I get represented. When they send it on one senator, I get in our house. Who showing the market? That is only me again who can go again who can. Because no, they love me when they get there. They're not talking on behalf of anybody. They get there, they want the monetization money, so they must get a share. They don't want to talk. They scare of Bakai. And you scare of Bakai, you love me because you get power more than president. Love me because you get power more than president today. Me, I know it's very good. They were putting more on we are, and the speaker party we are, the speaker they deal with speaker, then they say they want to go move, they go again to work. We can keep about the guy go say that maybe it's the time for the speaker representative in the house. Now again. Now what senator no because our past representative was speaker there, and I didn't work there. But because of government, now I'm actually there for.
All right.
But in that time, thank you.
Hello.
Hey. Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm calling you. Yeah, thank you myself. That's me calling for government. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to know that I said last week in our house we joined that. What was 7 months? If you show your finger and not putting to the back, shopping a finger, and they see the way how they do all of this one by one. So when I said one by one, we just come for our how to be moving. You see the go is just a boy now sleeping go. What will 5 on a take over pato? Oh,
thank you too for calling. Hello. Good afternoon, sir. But you on now, so just talk. The number increased to 45?
Yes, 25, 25. The 22 has increased to 25.
How you know?
Yes.
Where you got that info from?
Reliable source. I'm telling you right now, they are increased to 25. It's getting serious. We're not going to be liking. The phone can be removed from that office. It can be removed because they don't have the constitutional rights with the same country. These guys, this number, they will put you on a hostage. The number is 3 to 25. You go ever the new year, you see what happens.
All right.
That's what it is. What happened before? Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
You all right? This is Woman Hello Council.
Yeah. I hear you.
Sir Andrew.
Yeah.
This man is kind of serious man. You see the kind of people that can fight people. They need nothing. Unless they put hey, you don't want to move. In the southeast. They put suffering here. What he say he wanted to do, or we he move his friend. The group that were behind, all of them responsible for our suffering. Because they hold the country hostage until everybody was suffering here. So God is going to deal with them. Like I said, let us pray hard to move the two of them. Who do me and do you? Family, relax. What will pray for you? Can handle regime, speaker, and respect nobody. Please respect them. That serious man, married to 3 wives, then you got regime wife. That regime wife, every time she came in Labrador, she came in with different men. Every time the girl is very lucky to find men. He blessed. What will say that is not the get men? You cooking big people. Yeah, my son. I thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, thank you. Wish you the same. Hello. Oh. Hello.
Hello, sir, Andrew.
Yeah.
Sir Andrew, this is Smile. You're not calling from the first fish. Sir Andrew, you have to make a call that what's going on with my Jiraku for him. The people in the world. They call him bad point. I'm one about you, bad point. That point government there. Bad point government. You take somebody married, you. Is that it's called bad point? It is serious. I thought they came to rescue us. None of that bad point. They come for us. I didn't want to do anything for us. They don't progress. I enjoyed the whole show in the house. I enjoyed it. The only thing, what I want to say, the only thing I want to say that I people, for nothing there, I want to see people when I put a hand inside. Get a dancing and money, sir. I tell you, thank you, master.
All right. Hello.
Thank you.
Yep.
The very force of Peter Sa and come up with channel and I join you this time around the compound with EAW. You know, Mr. Andrew, when it has to do with the issue of the house, when you sell somebody in a kind of cup, I think you must be prepared to drink from the same cup. So if those two gentlemen sell people in a cup of, or betrayal, and I think betrayal cup is trying to haunt them, I think it's a good idea. Those guys who are doing it, they should be sure of what they're doing. It should be the right thing. They should not deceive with the public at all. For anything that will pay or betrayal for me as a police, any act that will give justice and fairness to people who those guys have betrayed, for me, I support it. And quickly, Mr. Andrew, before I leave the line, there's another police brutality issue around here again, or later be better in brother here, they be and they are then referred to JFK or police brutally beat on her, and she in a state of feeling consciousness. She's not really to herself now. And the people here told them that they cannot handle such cases yet. JFK will be preferred.
You were there? You were there? You saw what happened?
I'm right now on the PDS war in EFW.
You were on the scene. You were on the scene to see that the policeman beat the woman, because that's what you just said.
No, what I saw was a helpless pregnant woman on a motorbike and another lady brought her to the EFW.
And you concluded that the police beat her.
No, according to the explanation, because usually the nurse will go to to intercept or emergency patient. But when they got there, the nurse had her eyes. The lady who was bringing her, she explained the story that the lady was being brutalized by a police officer. And the Zoom here around here, they got a case, and the policeman was taken to the depot, and then the lady was brought to the hospital. This is how I got a story. I didn't assume, but the lady who brought her explained that the lady was brutally beaten by a police officer, and then they said they cannot handle the case here. Right now, in the ER, right at the entrance of the ER of ELWA is where I'm speaking from right now.
All right.
So there is where I got this information.
All right, Chief. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. Okay. So 2 days. How is the season with you? Just 2 days to Christmas. 2 days to Unity Party Christmas. 2 days to Job Walker Christmas. 2 days to UP Christmas. Yeah. Just 2 days. How is it faring with you? Things okay? Oh, it's kind of bad off, eh? Yeah, not easy. Terrible. A rescue. The beginner can say a share on a rescue. This is some of the government officials in NTP, yeah. Silver 7, NTP, yeah. They say they're crying for Liberian dollars. Some receive United States dollar. They say they still want Liberian dollar. But hey man. But yeah, you at least you get something. You can manage that one, receive that one first. You want everything? Don't complain. Yesterday, you say, oh, we are there, we are not 20. The boy gave me your wire one. Then you're complaining. You receive US dollars. Go buy a children Christmas clothes. Get ready for other things. What you want Liberian dollar for again? Just relax. Okay. So you're doing extremely well. There's something T5 said today. Just so you know that it is possible, Unity Party is afraid Weah is coming back. There's no doubt about it. It happened in other countries. Liberia is no exception. It can happen here, and it will happen. Yes. But let me share with you T5 rant against Unity Party. Thomas Fowler is not really comfortable in Unity Party. He said he has not joined Unity Party. He's not a member of Unity Party. He supports the government. He supports the arrest agenda of Joseph Yema Boakai. That he is from Lofa County. Joseph Yema Boakai is from Lofa County. So he supports Boakai on ethnic line, on tribal line. But he is not a Unity Party supporter, which means he operates within the perimeter of Joseph Yema Boakai and not Unity Party. If you do not support, this is the sycophantic nature, and this cuts across all cultures and disciplines in Liberia, I see. You are not a part, you are not a member of a political party, as he announced. Yet, he goes to Unity Party fundraiser in Unity Party uniform, or the political term regalia. What most people don't know, and you know it, it makes absolutely no sense, and it turns you into a comedian in the eyes of the right thinkers. People do this on religious ground. They do it just any and everywhere, and they think nothing wrong with it. When you wear a party t-shirt, a party shirt, you put on a party cap, it is a public endorsement, public proclamation, public affirmation that you are part of that fraternity or organization or system by conscience and allegiance. That everybody seeing you going forward must recognize you and spread it that you are part. Stupidity, dull of people. Even when I did not reach a full reasoning, I have never done that. In my raw understanding that it is endorsement. People, some people, they are not part of that religion. When the people are having something and then they wear their attire and say they are in solidarity. There is nothing called solidarity in anything, but there is endorsement. If I am not a Christian and the Christians are having XYZ and I put on their material, I am telling the rest of the people by my identification, because what you put on is identification. It's what people know you by. It's what they identify you by because they see it. So if I put it on, they will tell me that Sam Andrews is a Christian, but I'm not a Christian. But they will say I am a Christian. Then I tell them, I say, no, I'm not a Christian. What sense does it? I should have a mental problem. You either, this is what you do. If you are not a member of the political party and you support Joseph Yuma Boakai, then you don't wear Unity Party regalia. You go in another form other than having Unity Party stuff on you. But if you wear the party material, you are showcasing, you are telling the world to see you and know you by what they see. You are portraying the personality you are politically, religiously, culturally. You are. We have a very, very terrible culture. So, hear what the man said. The man ranted at Unity Party people, and that's the sycophancy of Liberia's culture. Yesterday, he said they were calling him Thief 5, referencing Unity Party people. Yeah. He said, when I was with the CDC, some folks used to call me Thief 5. Now that I am with the ruling government, those same people who call me Thief 5 are now defending me, meaning they are defending the rogue. So by logical reasoning, those who are defending him are rogues more than they saw him. And he's right. There's nothing here to condemn Thomas Fowler. He's just being right. By logical reasoning, he's telling them, you people saw me and you portray me as rogues. Yet today you're defending the rogue in your camp. So all of us are rogues. The Unity Party people. That's Liberia's culture. But here is what I want to say on, I should say on a Weird Return 2029. Thomas Fowler, conscience isn't clear still. Thomas Fowler is not comfortable within Unity Party. Thomas Fowler knows the way things went, the kind of decision he took, the way he took the decision was premature. He looked back over his life. Everyone has conscience and saw that certain things was not right. He knew where he came from, how the Congress for Democratic Change did help him a lot. There isn't any person on this earth, except you're not normal, would not do a reflection, taking a look back over your life, where you came from, who helped you along the way. If you look at Thomas Fowler, you can see that he is very careful. That's why you see he has not said things so critical and disrespectful of George Weah since that whole thing started, except for the other one on the other side. He's careful. He knows exactly what happened. He knows exactly what how CDC helped him, how CDC supported him, how CDC stood with him, how George Weah was there with him, for him, and a lot more. And he did not want to take the decision he took, but the pressure, he was under pressure. As much as he is a full-grown human being, we all have that. We all have that. Every human being has that. At a certain point in time, the pressure can be so strong that you think it is something that you ought to do, but you ought not to do it, but the pressure. So he did what he did till now. You can sense. Just look at him all of the time, even in the legislature where he's presiding. You see T5, but you see empty spirit. You see his body, but his spirit isn't refreshed. Look at T5. If you can observe human being, he's not comfortable. He knows that he's in the midst of people who even wanted his life. Thomas Fowler, I am telling you honestly, watch Thomas Fowler. He is not satisfied with these Unity Party people. Fast forward. Let's take it this way. Fast forward. Let's fast forward the time. Weah is back. you'll find T5 finding way to go and beg Weah. And you'll see T5 will fall to Weah's feet. He will fall on his belly flat and confess to get back. He will put himself in the position of the prodigal son. He's not comfortable. You just look at the man. He's not comfortable with Unity Party people. He's there. He knows what those same the people who are in power, he knows what they did to him. He knows what they wanted for him. He's aware. Because he feels that he's not comfortable with certain of them and vast majority of them. So he comes out and says, oh, come on, the thing I got to be saying it. Because if I continue to keep these things in my heart, the people will just feel that, yes, that because of them and all the kind of, let me make the people to know that they are bad people. They did some bad things in the past against me. So that the first one he brought, he said, the same people who said yesterday, T5, they were calling me T5 all over the place. Today, they are defending me. And if I were a Unity Party person, I would never talk about T5 again. Because you know what? Man condemned everybody to the core. He reduced them to the core. He reduced them to nothingness. Meaning all of you are dummies. All of you are so dull of the people you are called Unity Party people with education, with exposure. Yesterday, the rogue. You identifying with rogue, you defending rogue. Rogue should be defended. The way you were saying, he said to them today, rogue should be defended. You characterize me as rogue. Yet today you defending the rogue. So you now, who are you referring to as rogue? But that's politics now. Once you're not in their camp, they will say all manner of things against you. They will characterize you anyway. They will put all kinds of spin on you. But when you on their side, when you cross to the side, forget it. But listen, once the tide has started to turn against Unity Party, you will hear some speeches, you will hear some jabs, you will hear and see and talk about defections from Unity Party. It's about to start. Take it for joke. Joseph Yeman Boakai, I maintain and repeat, can turn Liberia into heaven. It will still not be sufficient for Unity Party. Unity Party is not the first government of Liberia that brought in guns, that trained foreign people to come into this country. They're not the first. Those governments out of power. And the country still exists. It is not the weapons, except that you will tell the country that you are ready to hijack the election, which will lead into different things that the country isn't ready for. And you cannot kill anybody. When the people rise up, you cannot open your war tent or bring up all your bazooka, your AK, and start killing everybody. The last thing you ever want to do, so you can bring guns of all types, the most sophisticated arms. You can take people from every country you want to take them from. Nobody is afraid. Nobody will be afraid. The election will be free, fair. The margin will be a gulf. And the National Elections Commission, whether you can put your own commissioner there, the commissioner will announce George Mane Weah. Some of the people that you have or with you in your camp, Joseph Yeman Boakai, they will betray you. They will go back to CDC. Joseph Yeman Boakai, sit down. Your Unity Party people, you sit down, you go and read that story. You look at that scene between Jesus and Judas Iscariot. Look at the scene between Peter and Jesus. Then you will know. The people will leave Joseph Yeman Boaka, Jeremiah Kun, all of you Unity Party people are telling you, those people that you have, they will leave you and go back to CDC. If you think that those people, as we condemn them, we blast them, terming them as betrayers, as Judases of all kinds, yes, when the time comes, they will put all those things behind them, they will go back. So if you think that they're there as permanent people, Chief, you don't see anything here. The people can say all manner of things. But we are all kinds of the same people you see are going back. Everywhere you say, oh, the people really love the man for you. Those guys will go back. And CDC will be open to accepting them back. If God in heaven can accept Judas back, can accept Peter the betrayer back, can accept all of those people back, the prodigal son, in the context, I'm saying all those people back in the context of the prodigal son. If God can accept the prodigal son back, what that means, God telling you when somebody leaves, they come back, accept them. The fact that they went, they realize back, they can do what they did first. Did you see the prodigal son do anything funny again? No. In fact, he was the main man now, keeping that house intact and promoting everything of the house. Sit down there, Joseph Human Boaka. You sit down there, your Unity Party people, and if you're leaving, we are not coming back. We are not coming back. You will see the greatest betrayer ever in a reciprocity manner. That's what you're about to see. And the people going, you'll see the same people coming back, and you will say that some of you will give up, your pressure will go up, you will fall down. That time you will know human being. What up begin? Human being. Little Bishop say human being. Human being as some kind of being. I see human being as some kind of being. So T5, you can see the man. You're trying, you observe people, you look at people carefully, you can see the man, even though you see that he has the money, but you can see he reduced a little. He's not really comfortable. When I said the same thing before. I saw the man presiding on a couple of occasions. I saw the man countenance. I saw his position. And I said that the men are comfortable sitting alongside Richie Kun. The man sees a number of flaws. He's not too comfortable with Richie Kun. And Richie Kun not comfortable with him. People, he came out and said, oh no, he and Richie Kun, everything okay. He enjoys the confidence of the speaker. I too can say that. But you can tell from the man's body, you can tell from the man's approach. And that man wants to be speaker. Thomas Fowler wants to be speaker. It has always been Thomas Fowler's desire to be speaker of that place. Thomas Fowler wants to set record, just as Joseph Yuma Boaga had always wanted to be president, but the opportunity wasn't given his way. He thought he was going to get it in 2017, and then a fall on the lap of George Weah. He got vexed. He developed grudge for Ellen. He developed grudge against George Weah, that today he doesn't speak to George Weah. The same way with Thomas Fowler. Thomas Fowler, nobody should sit down there and tell you that Thomas Fowler does not want to be speaker. Thomas Fowler wants to be speaker. Thomas Fowler can do any and everything to be the next speaker. As far as Thomas Fowler concerned, he wants to set that record. You know what I mean? You deputy speaker. You just one step away from being speaker. You deputy speaker. You one step away from being speaker. Thomas Fowler will do everything. And Richard Kun is not smart. He's not exposed. He's not clever. Richard Kun is a mumu. Thomas Fowler is a mature Liberian politician. He knows how to play his cards. Do you see Thomas T5, the deputy speaker, all over the place, that other man who called himself speaker? Thomas T5 knows how to play his cards. He knows how to do his things. When he gets ready, you will see. I don't know whether he's part of that plot. to remove the regime speaker. Though it is a Herculean task, but it is not impossible. There are several factors who work against them, but it is possible when they know how to play their cards well. But Thomas Fowler can be a speaker. And listen, take it or leave it. If it goes the other way around, Joseph Boakai can support Thomas Fowler to become speaker against Rachel Kuhn. Take it or leave it. Say I am talking, I'm making no sense whatsoever. No problem. But I hold my conviction to be 100% convincing. Joseph Yeman Boakai, if anything goes the other way around, or these guys remain consistent and persistent with the goal, and their numbers start to increase, and they have legitimate reasons for removing that man, they will turn to T5. They will turn to him as the most suitable person. And they will convince Boakai, and Boakai will convince himself to throw his weight behind T5. Now, T5, I tell you, he played his cards well. T5 isn't close to Boakai or getting more close and closer and closer and closer, only on ethnic ground or supporting the regime. There are other things that T5 working on. If T5 can just get Boakai, yes, it finished. Rachel Kuhn is out. Boakai can support T5 against Rachel Kuhn. The only thing it will do, it will bring split within the party. It will bring split. As a matter of fact, Rachel Kuhn had not been a popular figure in Unity Party. Rachel Kuhn came to the limelight when they had no option, no suitable character. He opted, and they threw their weight behind him. The only suitable character in their opinion, by their reasoning and examination. Nobody else. That's the reason. If Unity Party had another person with that edge over Rachel Kuhn and a favorite character within that legislative bloc of Unity Party, they would not have brought Rachel Kuhn. But there was no option, brain drain. The only available, so he became capable. Joseph Yeman Boakai can support T5 against Rachel Kuhn. You challenge me, let those guys get serious with that thing and press it. And it reached a point. Look at those people. Look at those people. Do you know that when Rachel Kuhn became the speaker by the coerced election, and he started faltering, started doing some awful things, do you know that Boakai was uncomfortable with him? And Boakai said within himself that they had no option. Do you know that till now, Boakai is not really comfortable with Rachel Kuhn? But the fact that they succeeded in getting Fonati Kofa out, well, Boakai is satisfied. But the man now, Rachel Kuhn, as the speaker, the way he treading, the path he's treading, the way he conducting himself, hey, bossman, Boakai not comfortable. Let that thing go to another level. You will start hearing, you start seeing the support. T5 T5 is gradually fighting to win the support of Joseph Yuma Boaka. He lay emphasis on Wologisi again. That same Wologisi Boaka talked about it in one of his campaign messages. T5 is a smart guy. He talks, he's not really the talking type. And he still has George Weah in his heart. He is a man, he has conscience. He knows exactly what CDC did. He knows what George Weah did for him. And that's why I thank God for George Weah. George Weah would never come out and say anything against any one of those guys that I did this, CDC did this, that, and that. George Weah leafy. There are guys who left CDC, they know. T5, no, y'all look at the man, please. I beg you. Y'all learn to observe people. Learn to look at people good, observe. Do it. It's very key. It's very significant of human existence. That fellow wants to be. He has already secured a unique CV of deputy speaker. He wants to complete it with speaker. Boaka seems more comfortable with T5 than Rachel Kuhn. Rachel Kuhn feels comfortable within himself that he is the speaker and he is the Nebuchadnezzar. Look at the man at their own party ground. Look at speaker. Look how he conducted himself. They did not have option upon anything. People are beg you, please look at it. They did not have option. Oh. That's why Rachel Kuhn just went there. Oh, Rachel Kuhn. There's no option. Not at all. Not that Rachel Kuhn was the suitable, most ideal person. He wasn't. But he was the only. And the only became capable because the mission was in the heated stage. Oh, Lord, let's do everything to get a man out. That's your thing. Let's get a man out. Rachel Kuhn will go there. Yeah. They now had 2, 3, 4, 5 names amongst themselves that they will have to go and sit down, and then the president said, no, let the man go. You wait, you do this. Well, we prefer the man. Nothing like that as we often see in politics. He was the one. T5 had always wanted to be. When the situation came, the first thing, the deputy speaker, when he became deputy speaker, you saw how it went in no time. Pap, it just turned. It went in his favor. The election that brought Fonati Kofa. Representative member Briggs Mensa got vexed. She said because she ain't get money, she ain't put money there, the dollar rise, the vote. The man said, okay, I hear now. If I can extend, and I see everything that goes with the speaker position, forget it. Since CDC is off, Unity Party is in, they have everything. Let me start identifying with them. Let me start building my solidifying my base. So the first thing, I would declare that I support Joseph Yuma Boaka policy, the arrest agenda. Secondly, I will bring him closer to me to win him over on ethnic ground. Then he announced that the president from Lofa, I am from Lofa, so we'll work together. That is a political statement of interest. It's not really loyalty. T5 will try the best he can. They say, oh, the people want to move the speaker and the deputy. Come on, drop that thing. They can't move 2 persons at the same time. I'm not saying it's not possible, but this country does not have that history. T5 could be, remember a couple of months when some similar thing came out and T5 name was there. as being the one who was engineer. What did he do? He came out, he said, no, he's not part of anything. He supposed Richard Kun, Richard Kun has his confidence. He has the confidence of the speaker. He cannot undermine the speaker, his boss man. That's what he said. All the small things, and they say where you see smoke, even if the smoke small, that's some kind of fire on it. They say where you hear rumor, that rumor there, it has some kind of semblance of truth. Don't just dismiss it. When you are dismissive of rumors that you hear, when it becomes the reality, you start ABC from oh. That man, he wants to. Buakai can support T5 against. So what happened, all T5 needs to do is say, okay, just as Jeremiah Kunde went and join United Party. T5 is join United Party. Yeah. Because you have to make certain concessions if you want certain things. That's how it looks in politics. The man can trade that and say, I declare my support, my membership for CDC, for for Unity Party. And then Unity Party says, okay, but then the man is with us. This man being in the legislature, he knows this, he knows that he could be a good candidate. That they can throw their weight behind him secretly. Boakai can communicate with his people, his ministers, his boss, and they start to support T5 secretly. Richard Kun is empty. Richard Kun does not have a solid base with Unity Party. No, he's not grounded within Unity Party. Nobody should live with that illusion. Richard Kun is not grounded in Unity Party. Unity Party, majority of those guys, they really favor him. The only reason you see them respecting Richard Kun now because he's speaker. And the way he went there, that Unity Party representation, so they're respecting him. But normally, no crisis for ascendancy, no juntaism, no mercenarism. Normally, Unity Party can feature Richard Kun. But there was no option. I see you. That's it. That's all the time we've got. The news is on at 6. Join us for that, please. And then at 8 o'clock, you know exactly what it is. The doctor himself is in, Teacher Light. The teacher, Anthony at Law, A.B. William, with Face the Issues. Until then, you please be dropping in our basket. 055-885-885. 055-885-885. 055-885-885. You please drop in our basket. You drop a Christmas. You drop everything. You drop AB birthday because some of you stay together. You drop it there. You drop Kings FM Christmas, Kings FM New Year. Yeah, you drop everything inside. Everything you drop it inside. Yeah. You drop everything inside. That is normal there. You drop it. All right. That's it. So, Nimse, you got the number, yeah? If you are out of Liberia, it is the same way. 055-885-885. If you are in Liberia, the number is 077-017-885. And the name attached to it, Abraham Weir. Thank you all. If God permits, we're back tomorrow. Shalom.